Reba McEntire, 70. Truth about Kelly Clarkson finally. Reba Nell McEntire was born in McAlester, Oklahoma, on March 28, 1955. Her family was highly involved in rodeo and rural American West culture. Champion steer roper Clark McEntire was her father. Her mother, Jacqueline, a teacher, saw her children's musical talent early on. Reba and her siblings learned to sing early on, often singing harmonies in the car. Reba used music as a way of life to build an exceptional career that combined her country roots with stardom. Reba's fame took time to rise from humble origins. She was noticed in 1974 while singing the national anthem at the National Finals Rodeo in Oklahoma City. Country musician Red Steagall was captivated by her natural vocal strength and honesty. He encouraged her to visit Nashville, where she signed with Mercury Records. Reba persevered despite her mid-1970s singles' limited popularity. She worked hard to balance her singing career with her primary education studies at Southeastern Oklahoma State University, where she retained her down-to-earth nature. The 1980s saw Reba break into country music's competitive realm. With songs like How Blue and Somebody Should Leave, her emotive delivery and pure voice propelled her to fame. In a period when country music was leaning toward crossover pop, her genuine country sound appealed to audiences who wanted authenticity. Reba was known for her ability to interpret words as if she were delivering her own story in each song. Her live performances were captivating, with warmth, charisma, and a strong audience connection. In the 1980s and 1990s, Reba McEntire became one of the best-selling female country musicians ever. She became famous for her emotional songs like Whoever's in New England and The Last One to Know. Fans loved her songs about heartbreak, courage, and everyday problems because they saw themselves in them. With her blazing red hair, strong stage presence, and emotional performances, she made her mark in country music. Reba was a superstar in the 1990s and 2000s. Country vocalist and diverse entertainer. Her Grammy, CMA, and ACM awards solidified her reputation as a strong performer. Her albums topped the charts, and songs like Fancy, Is There Life Out There? And The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia became anthems that showed her ability to narrate stories and act dramatically. Reba has appeared in films like Tremors and starred in her own successful six-season sitcom, Reba, which brought her to a wider audience outside of country music. Reba's personal life affected her career and legacy. She had triumphs and tragedies, including the 1991 plane disaster that killed several touring band members. She kept going to commemorate their memory, exhibiting tenacity and strength. Her marriages, particularly her longtime partnership with manager Narvel Blackstock, shaped her life and career, though she has openly discussed divorce and starting again. Reba was appreciated and adored for her honesty and willingness to share her hardships with fans. Reba McEntire's marriages shaped her life, which has been full of joy and obstacles like her business. The 1976 marriage to Charlie Battles was her first. Battles was an accomplished rodeo steer wrestler and much older than Reba. Reba was only starting out in country music when they married. Charlie was a rancher, and the pair loved the West. Reba was a ranch wife, helping with duties and balancing professional growth and marriage. However, as her fame grew and her job required more time and devotion, the relationship strained. Reba has admitted that their goals often clashed in this marriage. Charlie sought a regular household life, while Reba's reputation rose, and she pursued performing, recording, and travel. After a decade, the couple divorced in 1987 due to their differences. Though terrible, this changed Reba's life, freeing her to dedicate herself to music and establishing the framework for her remarkable professional growth. Reba married Narvel Blackstock, her band's steel guitar player and manager, 2 years later in 1989. Besides her career, Narvel was vital to her personal life. Reba's marriage changed her life. Her personal and professional lives were entwined this time. The pair founded Starstruck Entertainment, a management and production company that helped Reba become a country music superstar. Narvel supported Reba's talent and hard ethic with strategic advice. One of Nashville's most prominent couples, Reba's family grew throughout their marriage. With Narvel, she became a stepmother to his 3 children from a previous marriage and welcomed Shelby Blackstock, a professional race car driver, in 1990. Reba and Narvel had a successful personal and professional relationship for nearly 2 decades. Many fans were shocked when the pair divorced in 2015 after 26 years of marriage. Reba confessed that the separation was unplanned and one of her most difficult and heartbreaking experiences. Still, she maintained her career with her usual perseverance. She maintained her warmth and family relationships during her particular crisis. Reba McEntire, 70, is reflecting on her life and career with the openness that only time, experience, and perspective can provide. Her actual feelings regarding her former daughter-in-law and powerful performer Kelly Clarkson have surfaced in recent chats. Their connection was rumored for years. Were they close? Are there tensions? How did Clarkson's divorce from McEntire's stepson Brandon Blackstock affect their relationship? Reba, never shy about stating her views, has resolved to clear the air. Reba said with love and compassion, "Kelly is one of the strongest, most talented people I've known." McEntire never saw Clarkson as merely her family's wife. She was a unique musician who revitalized country and pop. Reba recalls Clarkson's 2002 American Idol victory and her skyrocketing fame. "I saw her perform. Even though she was young and still discovering her style, I felt she had that once-in-a-generation gift. Her singing voice can knock you over, and her heart is in every note." Reba and Kelly extended their relationship beyond music when Kelly married Brandon Blackstock in 2013. Reba welcomed Clarkson into the family after knowing her as a colleague and friend. "We laughed often." Reba said Kelly's simple humor reminded her of home. They even performed together, delighting fans with their powerful duets. Reba still loves their 2007 Because of You performance. "You tell a story when singing with Kelly. She gives everything to her music, which inspires you to do your best." Reba admits that life is complicated, especially when personal relationships and family ties intersect with prominent occupations. Reba was affected by Kelly and Brandon's public and terrible divorce. "Whatever your life, divorce is hard. I adore my family, including Kelly. My heart broke for them when their marriage dissolved. I was impartial. I wanted what was best for everyone, especially the kids." Reba's honesty shows her love for Clarkson and her struggle as a mother and mentor. She said she always respected Kelly. "Some say that when a relationship like that ends, you lose touch, but love endures." Always caring for Kelly. A loving mother and artist, she possesses an unbreakable soul. Reba is pleased of how Kelly handled those difficult years. Tall she was. "I applaud her for not letting hardships silence her. Kelly has always been herself, which we can learn from. I've experienced divorce. Trying to find oneself again hurts. Kelly was brave and graceful." Reba aims to dispel suspicions that she and Kelly were estranged by telling the truth. "The reality is simple. I adore Kelly Clarkson. I always have and will. She's family, and I'll support her throughout." Reba McEntire, 70, speaks with knowledge that only comes from decades of victories and losses. The Queen of Country has sang about heartache and resilience and suffered personal losses. Her perspective has comforted and strengthened others, especially her former stepdaughter-in-law Kelly Clarkson and Kelly's two children with Brandon Blackstock, River Rose, and Remington. Reba just opened up on how the children are coping with Brandon's death, and her remarks are powerful and compassionate. Reba said, "Kelly's kids are stronger than most adults I know, with emotion. When children lose a parent, especially so young, the world becomes complicated. River and Remy, with Kelly's help, have exhibited perseverance that encourages me." Brandon Blackstock's death shocked his family and music industry friends. Reba noted that the children faced bereavement earlier than usual. "I've known those babies since they were tiny," she continued. "Although watching children go through this has been difficult, I see in them a light and courage Brandon would be proud of." Reba also noted how Kelly has helped the children grieve. Reba said Kelly is amazing. She's their rock, letting them weep, ask questions, and remember their dad in their own manner. She's helping them grieve and celebrate Brandon's life. Reba is particularly affected by this topic. She understands grief after losing her band members and manager in a 1991 plane tragedy. "I know what it's like to have your world ripped apart instantly," she added. "I want to help Kelly and those kids any way I can." Grief persists. Love and support may strengthen you as it changes you. McEntire said the children are young and will grieve for a long time. River and Remy process it differently, she said. River is older, curious, and wants to understand. Remy desires safety and affection as a child. Kelly ensures they feel that daily. She added that helping children preserve memories is one of the most healing things a family can do. They hear dad's stories from Kelly. Photos are viewed together. They recall wonderful moments. That keeps Brandon in their hearts. The kids don't feel like they've lost him when they do that. Reba praised Kelly as a mother and a great singer. "I've loved Kelly since she joined the family," she remarked. "But seeing her now, how she prioritizes those kids and grieves gracefully, is astonishing. I'm really proud of her." Reba and Kelly fans can find consolation in this memory of their lasting relationship during a difficult time. The two women have maintained love and respect through divorces and family changes. Reba said, "Family is always family. Kelly and those kids are my family, and I'll always support them." Reba's comments illuminate grief's truth. It is terrible and lifelong, yet love and strength can endure it. Through her compassion, she gives Kelly Clarkson's children and admirers everywhere hope that family and memories can help us go ahead after grief.